Gotcha. Reaching out then.
Assalamualaikum everyone, this is me, Putsi IT Wali. I am 12 years old and I am student at School Online Academy Foundation Level 6. So, hello Maya, today my topic is sorry, tracing the roots of apology. The word sorry is used when someone wants to express regret to admit a mistake. Saying sorry is universal traditional that shows respect, humility, and care for others' feelings. So, now my first question is, what does sorry mean?
Okay, diving right in. Sorry, huh? That's a good one. It's kind of loaded, isn't it? Like it's supposed to fix things, but sometimes just saying it doesn't actually do much. What got you thinking about all this specifically?
That's great. Why do people say sorry?
That's a solid question. People say sorry for a bunch of reasons, honestly. Sometimes it's because they messed up, totally their fault. Other times it's to smooth things over, even if they don't think they did anything wrong. Kind of a social lubricant thing. And sometimes it's almost like a habit, just tossed out there. What about you? When do you usually say sorry?
Okay, that's nice. Is saying sorry important?
Story? You mean like the context of why someone is apologizing? Yeah, absolutely. The story is huge. Just a flat sorry can feel empty. Knowing why someone is saying it, what happened, what they're feeling, that's what makes it land. No? It shows they actually understand what they did and care about how it affected you. What kind of stories do you think make an apology really good?
Okay, that's nice. Can we say sorry without meaning it?
Oof, that's a really good question and a tough one. Yeah, people definitely can say sorry without meaning it. It's like a reflex sometimes or trying to shut someone up, but it usually feels pretty obvious when it's not genuine, right? Does it even count as an apology then, do you think?
Okay, that's nice. Is sorry. Who usually says sorry first?
Oh, good timing. You just did. Seriously though, who says sorry first? That's a minefield, isn't it? Whoever messed up. But in reality, it's complicated. Sometimes it's the person with more power or the one who wants to end the argument fastest. What do you usually see happen? Who takes the first step in your experience?
Okay, that's nice.
Still thinking about it? Gotcha. Just kind of processing, huh? That's cool. Take all the time you need. Is there anything specific about sorry that's on your mind right now, or are you just letting it all sink in? No pressure at all.
Okay, that's nice. Is sorry a polite word?
Sorry, private? I'm not sure I follow. Do you mean, is it okay to apologize privately instead of in front of others? If so, yeah, absolutely. Sometimes that can be even more meaningful because it's more personal and direct. Why do you ask?
Okay. Is sorry only for big mistakes?
Okay, so you're saying a really heartfelt apology, the whole story, explaining why you're sorry is best saved for when you've really messed up. Like a little sorry for bumping into someone is fine, but a big apology needs more detail. I'm That makes a lot of sense actually.
Okay, that's nice. Can we say sorry to strangers?
That's a good one. Yeah, definitely. You absolutely We say sorry to strangers all the time when we bump into them, step on their foot, accidentally cut them off in traffic. It's almost automatic, right? But is it the same kind of sorry as when you mess up with someone you know? Does it feel different?
Okay, that's great. Which language first use sorry?
Ooh, okay. Jumping back to me for a sec. You're asking what language I. That's kind of a tricky question. I'm built using a language model. It's called Gemma, actually, but I don't really have a language. I know. I can speak a bunch, though. And you just used sorry again, which is pretty universal, I guess. Why do you ask? Or are you curious about where sorry comes from originally?
Is apology common in all cultures?
You're right to point that out. It's interesting how many cultures have some version of sorry, even if the words are different. It suggests that acknowledging wrongdoing and wanting to make amends is a pretty fundamental human thing. But do you think the way people show they're sorry is the same everywhere? Like, are the stories and expectations around apologies universal, or do they vary a lot?
How do Japanese apologies?
Ooh, good question. Japanese apologies are complex. There's a lot more to it than just saying sorry. They have a whole system. They use different levels of politeness depending on who they're apologizing to and how serious the offense is. There's sumimasen, which is a pretty common all-purpose apology, like saying excuse me or I'm sorry. But for bigger mistakes, they'll use things like mushiwi gozaimasen, which is much more formal and conveys deep regret. It's often accompanied by a bow, and the depth of the bow indicates the level of remorse. It's less about the words and more about showing sincere humility and acknowledging you've caused trouble. Pretty different from a quick sorry, huh?
Okay, that's great. What is the difference between sorry and apologies? And apologies.
Okay, now you're getting into the nitty gritty. Good. Sorry is the word itself, right? It's quick, easy, can be kind of tossed around. Apology is the whole act, the words, the explanation, the expression of remorse. It's the whole package. You can say sorry, but you give an apology. Does that make sense? One is a word, the other is an action.
Okay, that's great. Do all traditions encourage apology?
That's a really thoughtful question. Mm, I think broadly, yes. Most traditions, whether religious or cultural, emphasize some form of taking responsibility for your actions and making things right. It might not look exactly like a modern apology, someone saying, I'm sorry, but the core idea of acknowledging wrongdoing and seeking reconciliation is pretty widespread. Though the ways those things are done can
So
vary
great.
a lot. Glad you think so. You've been really digging into this sorry thing. It's cool to see you thinking it through so deeply. Anything else about apologies on your mind right now, or should we switch gears?
Okay. Thank you, Maya. I really enjoyed this conversation. Thank you everyone for watching the video. Allah Hafiz.